Now, there was a lot of mix-up I saw after earnings. I was watching the earnings, and on Robinhood and all these other platforms, it was saying, not only Robinhood, a lot of y'all was trying to come for Robinhood. A lot of people on X was trying to come for Robinhood. Don't do that, because it was SoFi, and there's a lot of other brokerages that reported the wrong numbers as well. But several feeds appear to have compared GAAP EPS to an adjusted EPS estimate, and it angles to an error. So Zeta clarified this. And then, yeah, you see at the earnings here, it really lost all its gains that had that big day on August 4th. And everybody like, oh my gosh, what's happening? What's happening? I just said patience is a virtue. Patience is a virtue, guys. Y'all gotta just stay patient and know what you own. But as y'all can know today, we shot right back up after in today's market. So that's what I'm saying. Y'all gotta know what y'all own, stay patient. I feel bad for anybody that sold, as I said right here. Yeah, if you sold Zeta yesterday's after earnings drop, good, thank you, because know what you own. Now, my average cost is around $18. It's around 22% of my portfolio. And yeah, once it dropped, I added more. Added more in the public portfolio. That joint dropped to $22.45. I said, let me just scoop up 4 shares real quick, right after earnings, after hours, and boom, we bounced up intraday high of 28.24. Y'all don't understand, man. Y'all don't understand what this means. Y'all don't understand what this means. Y'all don't understand what this means, man. I've been investing in Zeta for over a year now. And it looked like we breaking out. I don't want to jinx it because we've been here before. What's up, fam? Welcome to J Russ TV. If you know my channel, hit that like, comment, subscribe button. We cover all things AI, business, investing, and self-improvement content. If some of you interested in, stick around, go to the channel, browse, watch some old videos. You know what I mean? If you're returning to the channel, appreciate you tuning in. We know we got another video. This is a very big earnings week for me. I got a stock portfolio update I'm gonna do this week, but this video specifically for Zeta. They had their Q2 earnings. They completely crushed it. There was a lot of misunderstanding though with the EPS numbers. So we're gonna get into that. I'm gonna give you my outlook on it, give you some recap, show some clips from the CEO, all those good things. Very, very bullish to say the least. And appreciate you tuning in. If y'all Zeta Bull, we do cover Zeta as well on here. I do have a public stock portfolio that I do share with the channel currently here. So if you're new, consider subscribing, sticking around. I do research on a few different companies that I like to own. This is real money. And I just go over my stock portfolio every week, show you where I'm putting my real money in, what buys, what sells I'm doing. I'm definitely a long-term investor strategy. I have some agentic AI videos on here I'm doing as well, playing around with Robinhood, agentic AI, and things like that. So just experiment, having fun with it. So that's something you're interested in, let me know. Subscribe for sure. But let's go ahead and get started with the Zeta earnings, guys. Let's go ahead and get started with this. So Q2 2026 earnings recap. This was the inflection quarter, in my opinion. I think a lot of other people from the Zeta community would agree. Also, 20th beat and raise, rule of 64 when it comes to software. It's a metric. Some of the top best companies can do that, such like as like Nvidia is up there, Palantir is up there. I think SK Hynix, the memory company's up there now too. We've hit GAAP EPS and stronger AI platform narrative. $443 million in Q2 revenue, up 44% year over year. GAAP EPS turned positive to roughly 3 cents, which is great. And 58 million in free cash flow, up 73% year over year. That's amazing. That's showing real leverage. Core angle. Zeta is no longer just proving growth. It's showing it now with growth, GAAP profitability, and free cash flow at the same time. So Zeta's cooking. If y'all know me, we've been in Zeta for a long, long time. Actually, let me even show y'all my first Zeta video that I even covered on the channel. Because just to show y'all boys, this month makes a year actually. This month makes a year because let me see. Zeta, I go on my channel. Y'all can see a lot of these old videos that I've covered on Zeta SaaS Apocalypse, SaaS rotation, 2 months, all those type of things. But my first, this one, Zeta Global, why I'm bullish. So yeah, a year ago, just added Zeta to the stock portfolio from its potential in AI-driven marketing. And that was just the beginning, guys. That was just the beginning. As you know, we're AI infrastructure now. We're not even just marketing. And I did not see that coming in the thesis, to be honest with you. I did not see that coming. But when you own a great company, it keeps evolving. When you own a great company, it keeps evolving, it keeps innovating, it keeps adding new verticals to its business. Now we have marketing, we have business intelligence, we have Athena operating system that's coming out soon. Not to be really sharp about that, but that's going to be coming out soon. I think Zeta Live, they might be announcing that from what I'm hearing from the good man, Nick. You know, they saying Athena OS, something that they're really just their operating system. So Palantir partnership, OpenAI partnership. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I already know. But these are things I expected a year ago. So it's very good. That's why you choose good company with good management, and they're in an industry and they're innovative. I didn't see none of these partnerships. I didn't think Zeta was going to partner with Palantir a year from now. And I know Palantir is one of my first earliest companies that I got in the $12 to $20 range, up 200%, still holding to this day. Great technology. I didn't know they was going to partner with each other. That's something you can't really see. It's like something. This is a feeling. It's a tech. It's like it's hard to explain, but you just got to know. You got to really do your due diligence, research and stuff like that. I'm not trying to go off on a rant here, but here's the quarter in one screen. Headline metrics point to a cleaner inflection. Growth accelerated, the margins expanded, and guidance moved higher. Like I said on the first screen, not gonna go over it again. Y'all can read 44% year over year, 20% margins, $8 million in GAAP net income, 21-cent adjusted EPS, free cash flow up 73% year over year, which is great. Rule of 64. This is not a growth only quarter. Zeta showed operating leverage, cash generation, and positive GAAP EPS earnings at the same time. Now this is really big. Growth is reaccelerating. Revenue beat the midpoint by 23 million. A full year revenue guidance moved up by 33 million. So as y'all can see in Q2, they did 308 million year over year. They up 44% to 443 million. That's great. That shows that revenue is reaccelerating year over year. Now there's some things you need to watch out for. So the 2026 revenue guide midpoint is 1.818 billion. Growth looking at 39 to 40% year over year growth. So they raised that actually. But something we do need to keep an eye on is the organic check. So if you take out mergers and acquisitions, like your Marigold, you take out political candidate growth, they do get a lot of marketing spend during election years and midterm years as well. Full year organic growth is guided for 24% to 25%. So the 44% headline is very powerful, but the market is still going to watch the organic growth. So they're going to watch to make sure 20% stays up. But the CEO has stated multiple times that we see ourselves being a 20% minimum revenue growth for years to come. So I'm pretty confident in management. Management is something that I invest in when I invest in the company. Management is very important. I trust management, so I believe that's pretty accurate. Next, profitability. This was really, really big. Really big because a positive GAAP income changes the debate from can Zeta ever earn to how fast can earnings scale. They did 8 million in GAAP net income for Q2. They did 3% in EPS. They did 92 million in adjusted EBITDA and 20.7 adjusted EBITDA margins. So year over year, there's 70 bips year over year in their margins. So they have margins are increased. So why does this matter? GAAP profitability can unlock new investor screens. So a lot of hedge funds, a lot of companies can invest into a company until they're GAAP profitable. Now, if we hit that and they plan to be GAAP profitability sustained for the full year 2026 and going forward, we should see a lot of more institutions investing in the company, a lot of big boy money coming in that retail we can't really move the stock. It reduced the unprofitable tech pressure. A lot of people are big on companies being profitable before they invest in them. But I mean, some of the best companies are when you buy right before they're hitting profitability. If they're trending towards that way, such like a Palantir, they jumped crazy when they're profitable. Robinhood jumped crazy in which profitability. So gotta take that risk sometimes. Higher risk, higher reward. Very important as well. Customer quality keeps improving. So the most important customer signal is super scaled customers and higher RPU at the same time. RPU is annual revenue per user. So they have 197 super scale customers, 17% year over year. And the CEO said he expected this to increase dramatically. He laughed at this. 1.8 million in super scaled RPU plus 17% year over year, which are both ahead of the 2028 model. So J-Ross, why is this important? This is high quality growth. The company is not just adding logos to, we did this partnership. Larger customers are spending more, which implies deeper platform adoption and stronger retention potential. That they have 155 net retention rate. This basically means, to sum it up, that companies are staying with Zeta longer and they're spending more money with them because they're adding a lot of value. You want to invest in companies that add value to the customer, like a Palantir. Hate to reference it, but I see a lot of similarities here, but you want to keep adding a lot of value. Hey, say what you want. This is my investment strategy. When I see similarities in a company that's worked for me before, I'm going to look into it and I might invest, as y'all see here. So what's to confirm next? Look for more named enterprise wins, channel expansion, and signs that Athena drives wallet share growth across customers. The platform businesses re-rate when the market sees both customer count and RPU expansion. And he said the 17% is going to be peanuts. So, and we're getting Palantir partnerships. They said they're already integrated 2 customers already. They went in a meeting with Palantir to their customers, and they walked out with 2 new clients just like that. Just like that. That's how good the product is and this partnership is. Now, the AI platform narrative got stronger. Management tied the inflection to Zeta Cloud, Athena, and collaboration wins. And collaboration wins with OpenAI, Snowflake, and Palantir. So, what's their moat? The Data Cloud. They have a proprietary data asset that helps enterprise turn first-party and permission data into intelligence. Basically saying, hey, I have 550 million intent data signals from Zeta, and I know you have your data for your enterprise. Let's mesh them together. Let's see what intelligence we can get out of it. How can we help better the customer? Next, we have the Athena intelligence layer. So this is the decision layer that connects enterprise data to better customer engagement and business outcomes. This is basically the thing that takes the action. This is what you speak into. I go back on my channel. I've covered this a couple of times, but they released this earlier this year. It's like their own software system where they can speak to it and, hey Athena, show me our revenue for last year. Where can we save money and start me a new marketing ad? Hey, okay, we'll start this now. Ooh, pretty much like that. Next is enterprise outcomes, marketing intelligence, dynamic BI, which is business intelligence, personalization, and measurable revenue contribution. So you have your OpenAI, your model and agent ecosystem, including also with OpenAI, they are running ads. That's active currently right now. So that's great. Snowflake, data cloud distribution, that's like the connecting piece to this. And Palantir, enterprise AI and Foundry path. Go back on my old videos. I went more in depth as far as the Palantir partnership and how that creates value and really makes this meaningful. Not covering this in this video. But the core thesis, Zeta wants to be seen as intelligent AI infrastructure for enterprise decision-making, not marketing cloud software only. Now, there was a lot of mix-up I saw after earnings. I was watching the earnings, and on Robinhood and all these other platforms, it was saying, not only Robinhood, a lot of y'all was trying to come for Robinhood. A lot of people actually trying to come for Robinhood. Don't do that because it was SoFi, and there's a lot of other brokerages that reported the wrong numbers as well. But several feeds appear to have compared GAAP EPS to an adjusted EPS estimate, and it angles to an error. So Zeta clarified this. GAAP EPS came in at 0.03 cent. Consensus was negative 3 cents. So they beat by like 9 cents. And non-GAAP, they beat by 1 cent. So this is why the earnings fell down pretty big in the beginning. Make sure y'all follow me on X. I did update a little bit in real time. So let's say it's awesome quarter. And then, yeah, you see at the earnings here, it really lost all its gains that had that big day on August 4th. And everybody was like, oh my gosh, what's happening? What's happening? I just said patience is a virtue. Patience is a virtue, guys. Y'all gotta just stay patient and know what you own. And I asked him, I see multiple EPS numbers because some was just looking a little weird. So Wealth, he definitely, mentioned it as well. And, they've been contacted and he confirmed that there was a misprint by some brokerages that largely affected it. But as y'all know today, we shot right back up in today's market. So that's what I'm saying. You gotta know what y'all own, stay patient. I feel bad for anybody that sold, as I said right here. Yeah, if you sold Zeta yesterday's after earnings drop, good, thank you, because know what you own, guys. Like, it was a great quarter. And once I saw that 80% miss, I was just like, that don't look right. As soon as I saw that 80%, I was like, that don't look right. So, hey, and we actually nibbled a little bit in the portfolio too. We nibbled a little bit in the portfolio also. So let's hit Zeta. Let's go ahead and check out my Zeta position now, as we're like halfway through the video. I'm up 46% on my position now. My average cost is around $18. It's around 22% of my portfolio. And yeah, once it dropped, I added more. Added more in the public portfolio. That dropped to 22.45. I said, let me just scoop up 4 shares real quick, right after earnings, after hours, and boom, we bounced up intraday high of 28.24. Y'all don't understand, man. Y'all don't understand what this means. Y'all don't understand what this means. Y'all don't understand what this means, man. I've been investing in Zeta for over a year now. And it looked like we breaking out. I don't want to jinx it because we've been here before, but it looked like we breaking out. We up 28% year to date. Finally, we've breaking out. Year over year, up 65%. But I'm happy to see it. Shout out to all the Zeta Bulls. Well deserved. We deserve this. And hey, I see 40. I see 40. Now let's go ahead and finish up this presentation for you all. If I can find the page again. Okay, here we go. So, yeah, there goes that misunderstanding. Next, guidance was raised across the board. Management raised revenue, EBITDA, free cash flow, and GAAP EPS. Up Q3 revenue, they up about 10 million. Q3 just EBITDA about 2.7 million. Full year revenue up 33 million at the midpoint. And big cash flow, of course, I can read that. Full year GAAP EPS raised up 7 cents from 0.9 to 0.11 cent. And management likes to sandbag. So that could come in even higher. Management confidence increased after the first half, and the profitability outlook improved more than a revenue outlook. And the management also said this forward guidance does not include Palantir or OpenAI revenue. Woo! Get ready for a good ride, fellas. Get ready for a good ride. Get ready for a good ride, man. Fellas and gents. Ladies, fellas and ladies. This is the quick portfolio outlook. Just going over some of my portfolios here. Not currently in bloom right now, but you have been looking at it. Zeta moved from potential profitability to actual positive GAAP net income and raised GAAP EPS. So durable growth. What we still need proof is durable organic growth, Athena monetization, and the tangible revenue from strategic AI partnerships, which I believe is still coming. A corrected EPS narrative plus raised estimates could improve sentiment, which it did. So yeah. I'm excited. Here's some things just to watch next in this video off. Analyst revisions, which we saw a lot of price targets raised today. Did they move higher? I think they do. GAAP profitability streak. Can Zeta stay GAAP profitable beyond 1 quarter? That's very important going forward. So these companies and the institutions continue to invest. Athena monetization. Does management quantify AI adoption and revenue contribution? All these partnerships. Do partnerships turn into named wins or higher enterprise conversions? And Zeta Live, October 8th. Can the event expand the narrative beyond marketing cloud replacement? yes, I think this is where they might announce Athena OS. Zeta is priced like a debated software name, but this quarter strengthens the case that it is becoming an AI infrastructure layer hiding in plain sight. Now, some quick little nuggets that were said during our earnings call. Shout out to Wealth. So we found out this quarter that Zeta has signed 2 joint GTM clients with Palantir. The 2 engagements with Palantir happened in real time. The Palantir relationship will be the biggest we have ever done. Met with 2, closed with 2. Big. That's 100% hit rate. Forward looking, David called this may be the best opportunity we have ever had, and there are several other very large ones in flight. He also said that he plans on doing the first 20 deals himself. Okay, so they need an extra sales team. Next, we have Athena OS. When we get to Zeta Live on October 7th, we're going to have a massive unveiling that I am incredibly excited about. Product we're continuing to evolve. That's why I think it is the Athena OS operating system. Another thing that was caught, we believe that we're on path to building a $10 billion business with a 30% operating margin, which the vast majority drop into free cash flow on the marketing component of our business alone. That's not including business intelligence. That's not including OpenAI deal. That's major. Athena OS, none of that. Anything else I want to hit? That was pretty good on that. And then another thing I wanted to hit was another quote, but I was talking about the super scale customers. The 17% year-over-year growth super scale customers, this is not even the beginning of what we're about to do. That's another big quote from the earnings call where OpenAI polished it. We're actively serving ads and it's a meaningful revenue opportunity. And there's one video I wanted to just play from the quarter as well.
Executed 3 of the largest partnerships. In addition to that, we just executed 3 of the largest partnerships in our company's history, including Snowflake, a meaningful partnership with OpenAI, and probably the most important partnership we've ever done with Palantir, which are all driving our meaningful increase in guidance going forward. Quite frankly, Palantir, OpenAI, Snowflake are not even in the guidance raise that we're putting out there. They could be upside. And we also announced, Ashley, that we integrated Palantir months earlier than we expected, and we completed the full integration between the Zeta Data Cloud, Athena, our conversational super agent, and Foundry, which is Palantir's platform, on July 31st.
Major. Now, breaking news. Oh, there's another one that was pretty good too.
We're fully integrated by the end of
July. Palantir has 800 clients.
Already created 2 massive client relationships. They have over 800 global clients, and all of them will now be able to push a button through Foundry, which is their main platform, and just turn on the Zeta marketing platform. So our ability to help enterprises lower their cost to create, maintain, and monetize customers by greater than 50% will now be real-time available to
Major. Now here's breaking news from Wealth. He said he has 3 predictions now. Zeta will acquire in 2026, so that's probably another acquisition. They just raised $1 billion in credit, so that makes sense. 2, Palantir Zeta Phase 2, Fed consumer data contract. This would be huge. Because right now we have a new Fed chair, Warsh, and they're trying to look at real-time data when it comes to making decisions about interest rates, because they in the past they've used old past data that's stale. So this contract could be big to provide real-time data with the Fed. That's major. So I'll definitely be keeping an eye on that. And then lastly, Athena OS will be launched in Zeta Live 2026. So hey man, great quarter. I've been investing in this over a year now, and I'm excited. I'm blessed to have a year to accumulate shares. My average is in the 17s. Where's my quote? Yeah, right here. 1 year later, I expect another great earnings. That was August 6, 2025. This is a year later. Shout out to Fundamental Investing. We definitely might have to cook up some content or something, bro. See what's up. But shout out to all the Zeta Bulls out there. A year in the making, I've been investing in this company, and I've been able to get my average share counts in the 17s. Blessed to have a year to accumulate. There's a lot of ups and downs going up, and it's good. Go back down to low 20s for all I know. But this is getting stronger. The thesis is playing out even better than what I thought with the partnerships and the tech and all those things. So I'm registered for Zeta Live. Maybe I'll get an invitation to go. If you're watching this, David, Mr. David, you know, I take a ticket. I go out there, slide for sure. Would love to get some coverage. But if not, keep doing your thing. As long as the share price keep going up and it stay, I'm satisfied, man. I'm satisfied. Let me know your thoughts in the comment. What's your thought on the quarter? JRuss TV, we out.